Oh, you're not in chat, someone said.
Oh, yeah, not yet. All right. Boop.
Mm-mm-mm. You know what is our when we go live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Is it like Giz Fizz at YouTube? What is the
Like, where will it be?
yeah?
Or, uh, so if you go on live on, so it basically just be,
You only get there through our website. Then is that right?
well, I was, so originally the plan was you could only get there through the YouTube page, is you just go to youtube.com/the Giz Wiz, and then
Right.
like everyone would just go to the YouTube page. But I've been looking into um, setting up some stuff so that it's more automatic on the website. So if we go live with either the Giz Fizz or the Giz Wiz, whichever one,
Right.
people can just go to gizwiz.tv/live, and it doesn't matter which one it is.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That is not set up yet.
Okay.
I think for tomorrow's Giz Fizz,
Right.
I think you can tell people just to come to gizwiz.tv.
Okay. Very good.
And the video's choppy. I'm working on that, Becky.
Okay.
I am in the middle of doing that.
Okay.
Let me hit pause syncing there. Perfect. Okay, that should hopefully fix that. And then in the future, the next Giz Fizz may have a bit of a different format. I may want to change. I just noticed your hat.
I was going to say he must be very involved because
There's a lot going on.
yes,
right
no,
now.
I know. No, I know. I'm only kidding.
What I was trying to think of was in the future, next Giz Fizz is that
Right.
I may have a little bit of different instructions. In fact, moving forward, I may, instead of taking over gizwiz.tv, we may just send people always to gizwiz.tv/live for the live show, because I don't know if I can make the front page be dynamic like that, but I could make /live be that. So
That's fine.
anyway, that's all bumping in my head. We're going to probably have to start the episode a bit late. There's a few technical things I need to figure out.
Okay, very good.
One of which is that I know that the video is super choppy. I need to run downstairs to fix that, but I need to do a few things right before I go do that.
Okay. Hey, Hawks Post. Eric Herminator. Marsworm. Lumpy. Yeah, Chad's gonna.
Yeah, I have to run downstairs and turn off a computer because I know
He has to.
I know which
The
one is
dog is-
acting up. I just need
Right.
to go smack it.
The dogs are playing with the cable down there. and
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
chopping it up.
Exactly.
Hey, Caesar. Spaceman said you're not sending video, just pictures.
Yeah. We're like a frame a second.
If we send enough of them, it'll be video.
I'm dropping like 90% of the frames right now. I understand, y'all. Not ideal.
Hey, Loke. Look, when did you get the VX? I've noticed the past few weeks, but I don't remember it when it
I'll
started.
be right back.
Okay, very good. We used to, when I would write about Bill Gaines, if we would do fake documents every time we wrote his name, we added more to it. And I think at the end it was William Mildred Farnsworth Gaines Pius the 10th. And there may have been more, but that's as many of them as I remember. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Hey, Hawks Post. Tomorrow, it's going to start at 8:30 because that's normally, somewhere between 8 and 8:30. This weekend, Google ends. So I just figured, why don't we just set it for 8:30? And it's going to be here. You know, I believe I am, Dan. It was very funny because the crew came to film Jaffe's memorial. And I said, and they said, can you come down to the theater in the afternoon? We'll do an interview with you. And then you can leave and then you can go back to the theater for the event. And I said, well, I have a lot of stuff at Disneyland, at Disney World, or at Disneyland. Maybe you want to come here and do it. Well, they ended up being here for 3 hours. They were enamored with everything. Oh my God! Oh, we have to take a video of that. We're gonna take a video of that. Oh, no. So I assume I'm going to be part of it. Giz Wiz will be streamed on the Giz Wiz YouTube channel. For tomorrow, Chad was saying, not sure if it's going to be that way. He said the safest thing for tomorrow is to start here at gizwiz.tv, okay? And by next week, it may be that when the show starts, it'll automatically, Giz Wiz starts, it'll automatically be on our channel and our YouTube channel. Oh yes, that's who was here, Jessica Wu. She was great.
That pig got me, Scooter X.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay. Video should be fixed. Hopefully we're not framey. I still need to update the website. I still haven't even done that. Yay. Thanks, Becky.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Website should be updated. I have cable, but something's up in my network routing, and it may be a problem I've self-inflicted. I think, so the computer that I have downstairs is my normal computer, and I think I have it set on the highest priority, like let this one always take over my network. And I just started uploading some footage to Dropbox. So I was like, I know exactly the issue. Dropbox is just going crazy, taking up all the bandwidth. I just
okay.
Okay. And okay, let me get up the dock, and then I'll be ready to go.
Dan Wally, did they mention that Dick D might be in that Mad Doc? I mean, they took a lot of video. I can't imagine they're not going to use something.
Wait, you had a documentary person over?
Yes.
That's
Jessica
cool.
Wu.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I think I'm all ready to go. Sorry for the delay, everyone.
Okay, on this episode, how cheap can a smartwatch be? Giz Wiz gets another disco gadget. You have a Chad Extra.
I do. Oh, I meant to go grab it. Let me go grab it from downstairs. Sorry about that.
Good.
A little delay.
Okay, so chat room, part of the thing was before the show, Chad was helping me with OBS for tomorrow. Okay, I wanted to look it's not going to be not going to be twit. Um, but I'm trying to make it so it's presentable, and the main thing is to keep the Fizz family together and have a place to meet, because a lot of you, I said email me if you want to be kept in the loop, and several of you said it's my favorite hour of the week. So it made me think, God, I have to try and make this continue. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, good, Eric. That's good. I can meet low standards.
Okay. Now I'm actually ready. So, cheap. How
cheap can a smartwatch be?
Perfect.
Giz Wiz gets another disco gadget.
And
You
Chad
have
Extra.
a Chad Extra. And OMG Mom has a video.
Ooh, exciting, exciting. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we answer the question, how cheap can a smartwatch get? Diggity has a new disco gadget. I have another gadget that looks like it just shouldn't work, and a video from OMG Mom. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG Chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, your basted, stuffed gadgeteer, Dick DiBartolo.
I spent all afternoon making stuffing, and now I can't remember what I did with the turkey.
Oh gosh,
So,
you got to find that
yeah.
thing. I'm
It's
sure
gotta be-
it'll pop on the top of your head at some point. Just where you
somewhere
left
it's
it.
got to be in the apartment. I didn't go out. It's somewhere around here.
Happy
But I can't think
Thanksgiving!
Yes, soon.
Soon. We are recording early because it'll be Thanksgiving when we typically record the show. So we can say, hey, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Your
Hope you all had a
turkey
good
has
one.
arrived early.
That's great. That's great. Any plans for?
No, we're just gonna have possibly two people over. Nothing big.
Yeah.
How about you?
Same. I'm not. I just moved down to Florida. Things got a bit hectic this leading up to this week. So honestly, I love my family. I'm gonna miss them so much, but I'm not gonna be making it down to Austin this year. So yeah, just chilling here and having a good, calm. It's almost like a little vacation.
Oh, okay.
It'll be great. So yeah. And I hope everyone's Thanksgiving is great. I'll be calling the parents, obviously, and chatting with them.
Yeah, no, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. And I had what I thought was news, and it's kind of bad news. But now this morning, the bad news got canceled. So I got.
That's what we like. Bad news,
Yes,
canceled.
Yes,
canceled.
The bad news was Toy Fair, which has been in New York for more than 100 years, announced that the next Toy Fair was moving to New Orleans.
Oh.
Yeah. And then it said, are you going to go? And I said, I love toys, but I don't want to schlep all the way to New Orleans.
That's crazy.
And this morning, someone sent me an article and said, well, guess what? Toy Fair said that the reaction to moving the show from New York to New Orleans was not well received. And they have canceled those plans.
The fans have spoken.
The fans have spoken. The fans have spoken.
I gotta say, this last Toy Fair, I really felt like something picked up big time. There was a tipping point because I saw more coverage from Toy Fair than I have ever seen on TikTok, all over normal social media that I follow.
Yes. You know what? Part of it, and I think they're going to go back to February. Last year, because of COVID and stuff and shipments, they pushed Toy Fair from it's normally in February. They pushed it into October. And I think that made way more sense for a lot of the networks.
Yeah.
Because October just...
It's Christmas time,
it's
of course.
Christmas time. Exactly. And that's why I think there was so much coverage.
Yeah, it just makes sense. I think Toy Fair may have been set up in a time when the Christmas toys got decided in February.
Yeah.
When, you'd contact the factory, you'd get all this stuff. But nowadays, things are just a bit different. And I think it being more timed to kind of what life is, I think makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
So, yeah, I agree.
No.
We also have oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
I was going to change the subject. So finish
okay. I was going to say, it's kind of interesting that, and this holds for the hardware show too, and I'm sure for Toy Fair, is that when you go to Toy Fair, there's a lot of toys you didn't see because the manufacturers originally go, like with toys, they'll go to, it used to be Toys R Us, but probably Walmart, and if they're not interested in the toy, they don't even bother bringing it to, And at the hardware show, they go to Home Depot, they went to Lowe's, and they showed them the stuff long before the hardware show. And if they expressed no interest in it, they just killed it.
No point.
They made a ton of them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you feel like the market's a bit different now that you don't have to have a brick and mortar buy a whole bunch of product? Like you can just do stuff on Amazon or your own website. Like it's possible to. It's not quite the vertical most of these companies are in.
No, exactly. I think the thing is you need to be someone like Mattel to really decide. You could almost decide this is going to be a hit.
Yeah.
And unless it's really
or just completely independent, like getting into Toys R Us is a dream anyway. So
yes.
Let's just put it on Amazon. Yeah. Absolutely.
No, the wonderful thing is anybody can give it a try. I mean, I had not more, but I had a couple of people say, "Oh, I have a great game and I'm going to make $1 million." And I said, lots of luck. I mean, I worked for Goodson Todman for 20 years. I tried to develop well, first of all, if you develop a TV show and you work for Goodson Todman, they own it.
Yeah.
But the problem back then was like going to Home Depot for the hardware show. If CBS wanted a show, they either went to Merv Griffin Productions, Barry Enright, Goodson Todman, or Chuck Barris, because those were the three companies who owned 98% of game shows.
Yeah.
And so people
it's crazy how like there's definitely it's almost like, gosh, how awesome was it when we had the whole thing unlocked? We knew exactly what it was like. You just go to those three people. It was so simple back in those days.
Yes. Yeah.
But sometimes I've definitely felt like that. Like, man, it was so easy to be mainstream back in the day. You just go be partnered with the mainstream companies.
Yeah,
everybody knew it. And nowadays it seems.
Yeah. But now the fun thing is, we're doing this. The fun thing is anybody can be in showbiz.
Yeah.
Maybe on a small scale, but.
Yeah. It's a great thing and also can be a frustrating thing as well.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, speaking of independent shows, independent showbiz.
Yes.
Independent Giz Fizz. Seems to rhyme.
Oh, wow. Yes.
I want you to talk a little bit about Giz Fizz and tell people what's going on here.
So Twit announced that they were going to stop live streaming. And the Giz Fizz was only live streamed. So it ended, and I was sort of unhappy because it ended with episode 549. And I
horrible.
thought
Honestly, that's the worst part of it, is you're not at a round number.
Yes.
49. It's just, you can't end like that.
I thought, I have to do something. So I said to people on the final show, if you're interested in Fizz continuing, just drop me an email and I'll see what I can do. And I got a lot of emails, and some of them were quite moving that Giz Fizz is my favorite hour of the week, and the Giz Fizz family. And I thought, I have to do something. So I called Chad. I said, Chad, I have a camera, and a computer. How can I get on the internet? And he said, OBS. And I said, I know how to BS. I don't know the O part. He said, oh, it's simple. Well, to my brain, it's not. But Chad has one of those programs so he could run my computer. And I'm missing a ton of money from my bank accounts, but it was worth it.
Hey, but I have been answering your emails. You got to give me that.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. The bank called and said, when was Chad co-depositor,
right.
co-withdrawer?
Co-signer on this? Are you sure about?
So thanks to Chad, I am attempting Giz Fizz starting tomorrow night.
It'll be an experiment, and
yeah. If it works, we'll just make it a regular thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a learning experience, but we're going to give it a go. And the place to watch it is just here. It'll be live streamed on YouTube. So on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thegizwiz, I believe I think you're just Giz Wiz, and I think our show is the Giz Wiz.
Okay. Well,
I think that's the difference.
Okay.
And then also, I'm going to put it on the website, gizwiz.tv. In the future, I might be switching around where the live streams live so that both Giz Fizz and Giz Wiz can easily be live streamed. But for the moment, people just head on down.
My turkey's.
Oh no, the timer went off.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah, you got a base.
Oh, I was going to say it was getting very dry.
Yeah. You don't want that to dry out.
No, that's good. That's very good. I have to have this on my head for 4.5 hours, according to it weighs 8
Man, that thing
pounds.
must be hot, like an oven.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, this is great.
Yeah.
And I'm using the Mad Magazine theory here, and I'll say this again tomorrow on the first Giz Fizz. We used to do a thing called the Mad Minutes, which was me and often Sarah Fowler, who worked at Mad Magazine. And we did the Mad Minutes. They were 1-minute silly commercials. And Dennis had one of those $30 Casio organs with the background music. We did it for years, and we just sent them out to stations. Stations could subscribe, and it was free. And the only thing was, this is a Mad Minute. And I said to Bill, we can produce them cheap, and people would just hear a Mad Minute and think of Mad Magazine. He said, oh, that sounds good. Somewhere along the line, a PR agency asked for a meeting with Bill and I that they wanted to produce Mad Minutes, which would be 45 seconds, and they would sell 15 seconds of the Mad Minute.
Oh.
And Bill said, I'm interested if Dick is. And so they made a tape, and they had Gary Owens, that from Laugh-In, was the announcer on Laugh-In. And instead of the little Casio organ, they had an orchestra, and they sent us a little tape with 5 Mad Minutes on it. And I played it for Bill. I was impressed. I played it for Bill, and Bill said, it's not that I don't like this. I loathe this. Mad is a cheap magazine, and this is way too professional. When you think of Mad Magazine, we think of your voice, a $30 Casio organ. Maybe
some Scotch tape and bubble gum.
Yeah. No. And during the
That
newspaper
is so
strike,
funny.
during the newspaper shortage, the printer said to Bill, "We have good news. There's no newsprint available. We're going to print Mad on slick paper for free."
Wow.
And Bill said, "You're not."
No, please don't.
He said, "No." He said, "They said, yeah, but it'll cost 8 times the cost to buy newsprint. We can give you glossy."
Wow.
He said, "I don't want glossy paper." 35 cents cheap.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
So that
Honestly.
is the theory of why Giz Fizz will go forward, because
Cheap.
it could be.
We can just do it.
Yeah, that's it. We're doing the best we can.
That's great. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, so tune in to Giz Fizz for the live people watching. It'll be tomorrow. For those who are watching the episode after the fact, it would have been on Wednesday, and hopefully future Wednesdays. So we'll have Giz Fizz on Wednesday, Giz Wiz on Thursday, and it'll be a grand time. Yeah. I'm super excited.
5:30 California time, 8:30 New York time at gizwiz.tv.
Perfect.
Okay, should we jump into gadget number 1?
Let's do it. Here's gadget number 1.
I don't buy new watches often, especially tech watches, because it takes so long to learn how to use them properly. I'm still using a Galaxy Gear 2. Must be like 6 years old. But, and I only like square watches or rectangular watches. And I've had my eye on this for a long time. The Black Friday deal of the day, it says $79.99. But could I do better? Let's see. I saw this over at, is it Temu? Temu?
Yeah.
Now they only have it in black, but a few days ago they had it with the orange highlights, and it was $22. Okay. But reviews of the website are awful.
Yeah, Temu
that
is
they
awful.
have pictures of watches, and what they send you is a totally different cheap version. Anyway, so I did not risk $22. Or at eBay, $31.79. I would have it in 3 days. I opted for that. And it's here with a wristwatch. It comes in deluxe packaging. Okay.
Oh.
I already tore the bag.
What is this, Hermes?
Yeah.
What will it look like in person? All right. Oh my God. It's big. It's big. All right. This is a fake thing on the front.
You just destroyed the watch, Dickie D. That was the whole
That's
point.
right. You
Charges,
have
not wireless charging. All right. One of those little 2-prong guys that click on up here. All right, and there's the sensor for your body functions. Actually, the display's not bad. So what I'll do now is I have to go in and find out a watch face that I like and put a little charge in it, and then we'll do another little video. But so far, I like it. All right, I've had some experience with my new smart watch. All right. And it's big, all right. This is the one that I use now and will keep using. I like it because I have my logo behind me. But with this watch, you can, in the app, there must be 100 watch faces to choose from. The app is weird. It's called the Fit, DAFIT. That's the app. And I believe it's the same app that a lot of, I guess, non-branded smartphones use, because I was looking at the $80 version of this, and in all the photos, the icons look exactly the same that is on this watch. This watch has a couple of features that I like that my current watch doesn't. I like that it has a microphone and a speaker. I like that I actually answered a call through the watch. That was fun. If you're playing music, it can play music through the watch, but the bass seems to be lacking. I don't think they have Bose speakers in here. There is a major drawback to this watch. Can you use the watch while you're charging it? You can not. Okay, so there's the watch and the watch face. Now I click on the little charging cable, and that's what you get.
Oh.
All right, so
How's it gonna track
I don't like that at all. And even the $80 watch in one of the photos, it's just showing the time and the word charging. I don't mind the size of the watch, and it comes with a handy manual. That's in about 50 languages. One of them is English. It does not come with a magnifying glass, but you probably need it. Okay. It was a fun experiment, though, okay? Can you buy a smartwatch for... and on TEMU, because I looked at it there and didn't buy it, they keep sending me more and more offers, and I got one offer for $17. Okay, so if you want a smartwatch for the kids, I tried AliExpress. At AliExpress, it's only like $22. That's it.
That is pretty cool.
You know, I missed it. It went by very fast. Someone bought a watch on Temu, whatever it is, for $12, a smartwatch.
Oh.
So, but you know what? Is that unusual that a watch while it's charging will not function?
So, like my Apple Watch, which is definitely in a different universe compared to these watches. No, you can still use it. Like you can still access the menus and that sort of
even
stuff.
if it's sitting in the charger, my Samsung, I can go in and see how far I ran and all that. This, you can do nothing.
That's weird. It just goes into standby charging mode only.
Yeah.
Huh. Strange. Yeah, that is very strange. So I haven't had any direct use of Temu. In the chat room, everyone has a different way to say it. Temu. I see, like Temu. I think it's Temu, like the letter T. Mu. I think.
Mu. Okay.
That's what the chat seems to be saying. I haven't ordered anything from there yet. I haven't seen them pop up a lot. They seem like a more streamlined AliExpress, but still just as Wild West as AliExpress.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I put the watch in the basket, it said, don't worry, we don't sell your credit card information. And I'm thinking, well, is that a feature?
Thanks. It's like going...
Well, you must be the first one. I'm thinking, did we used to sell people's credit cards?
Yes, exactly. Welcome to McDonald's, where we are lead-free.
Yeah.
Oh, there was lead before? Wait, what?
Yeah. No, I just thought, this is... I'm not going to... Fortunately, I had just put the watch in the basket, and when I saw that, so that's the one I ended up buying, I think. As I said, they all have different names, but most of them will tell you, oh, there it is for $13.
$13.
Oh, they wanted to rip me off telling me it was going to be $17.
But, of course, Scooter X found...
Oh
not
my
quite
God!
Not quite the same design. It's definitely a different design. It's more of an Apple Watch design. But look at this price: 99 cents.
Oh, but the thing is, it doesn't tell time. That's the only problem.
You might just be getting the strap. Honestly, sometimes when these things look too good to be true, it's because they are a scam. This has happened to me a few times, is I thought I was getting a great price on something, and then they send an email. Oh, by the way, this isn't like I did it with a Halloween costume. I saw this awesome Halloween costume, ordered it, And then they said, oh, by the way, you just got a piece of the house. You're getting the mask, and that's it. I was like, what?
Oh,
no, the photos were everything else. And there's not anything you can do about it. Anyway, it's just...
That could be a watch like the watch I had, but it comes with a paste-on face.
It could be. This
Except-
could be the sticker watch.
Yes.
So, at your own risk, there's that option. Thanks, Scooter X, for finding that. But yeah, here's the AliExpress option, and then what you got. And so the things that you are using this for are the step tracking, obviously time.
Basically what it was is a couple of weeks ago, I misplaced my Samsung watch, and I suddenly thought, the only backup watch I have is an analog Casio watch. I need a backup watch that will count steps. And I thought, let me just buy something inexpensive because it's mainly going to be in a drawer until the time when I can't find my regular watch anymore. And I started looking around and I said, oh, this is handsome. But then I did I called Dennis once and I said, you're not going to believe it. I said, how's the voice quality? He said, it's like normal voice quality. Why? Where are you calling from? I said, well, I'm out in the street and I'm calling you through the phone, through the watch.
That's great.
And he said, how could you do that?
That's great.
So
you'll see the notification that a call is coming in.
Yes.
Do you get notifications about like text messages and things like that
my
too?
Text messages come up on this.
That's a really good alternative if you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on another smartwatch.
I just put in 6 phone numbers I use all the time, and I bring up the dialer, and I just hit Dennis's name, and it calls him. I can leave. What's good because in the winter, your phone could be under 4 layers of clothing.
Yeah.
The Bluetooth goes through the clothing easily, so you just talk into your watch.
That's great. That's great.
So, yeah.
It's really cool.
So that was fun.
That's cool. Okay, well, I took over a gadget this week, and it's a big one, so let's take a look. Today we are taking a look at the Legion Go by Lenovo. This is a handheld gaming computer. It runs Windows 11 and all of your games along with it. The Legion Go is dominated by this 8.8-inch screen. It's really high resolution and it'll do 144 hertz. There's 2 gaming controllers on either side, and these are removable, and they still work wirelessly with the Legion Go when they're disconnected. So if you want to use the kickstand on the back and then set it up, you can do just that. Along the front of the gamepad, you got your joysticks. You also have a D-pad. You have a select start sort of option. You also have this button, which is like the overlay to their gaming dashboard. I don't really love this gaming dashboard that much, but that's all software, and who knows how. I basically just don't use it and move on into Steam instead. Over here on the other side, there is a button that'll bring up some stats. You can change your resolution, so we can go to the native 2560 by 1600 and in 1440 hertz if we'd like. Yeah, I know the screen is kind of going crazy as it's switching that, but that's no big deal. You also have your A, B, X, and Y button. You have another joystick, and then you also have an actual touchpad, just like you would find on a laptop, in case you actually just need a mouse. The touch screen and the tablet mode of this has actually worked pretty great for me so far. Now, there's also a few other things. You got a USB-C on the bottom over here, but you also have a USB on the top up here, next to your volume buttons, an SD card slot, your air exhaust, a headphone jack, and your power button. Now let's look a little bit closer at the controllers, because you also have a bumper, a trigger, you also have some side buttons here. This is the release to release it off of the tablet. On the other side, you have even more buttons and a scroll wheel hidden in there with a trigger and a bumper as well. This side also has some extra buttons, which make more sense when you take this and switch it into its FPS mode, which I'll show you in just a bit. The Legion Go isn't super thin, okay? We're not talking iPad thin, we're talking like closed laptop thin. But in terms of it being a handheld gaming computer, it honestly feels really, really comfortable. I like how, you know, the ergonomics of the controllers sit well in the hand. There's a lot of controller there, but it all feels really, really good. So talking about playing some actual games, I will say that the Legion Go is really great at it. The large screen makes gaming seem really, really awesome. I mean, it's a huge screen in your hands. Now, because this is just Windows 11, I can run really all of my games, all of this from Steam, although I have had not so great success with the controllers working. Now, that could be a Steam issue, a game issue. That really isn't the Legion Go's pure fault, but I haven't had the best success with it. The Legion Go can convert from this like game mode into a tablet mode by taking the controllers off a little bit hard. There we go. And then you can use the kickstand on the back just to set it down, which is really cool. And it's fun to sort of game with controllers in your hand on one side and then your game here in full screen looks awesome. So being able to game with my controllers just in my hand, and the 8.8-inch touchscreen, that is honestly really large. Like, this is like a small television size, okay? We're talking tablet size. And on an airplane, in a hotel, this is plenty large to really feel. I mean, I'm sitting very far away from it, and it still feels like a great size for a screen. The Legion Go comes with, obviously, the computer, but also a really cool case, which is really nice and fits it perfectly. And then it also comes with a charging cable. This cable, though, doesn't fit anywhere in the case, so you gotta carry that separately. Inside the case, you'll also find this little guy. This is your adapter for FPS mode. So let's talk a little bit about FPS mode. You take this out of your case. You take one of the controllers, the one with this little sensor on the bottom, you take that off of the Legion Go, and you snap it into the base that you pulled out from before. Also, make sure you turn on FPS mode. And now this is a mouse, which you can use just like any other mouse. These extra buttons that I pointed out earlier, they become your right and left click, and so you can actually use this similar to how you would a mouse. And you can see, so now in this mode, you get a normal mouse to work with, which is very, very unique. So if I needed to do any typical gaming things or computer things, I can also do that here. I will say that all of these buttons are active, so like sometimes I'll squeeze this and it'll click when I don't mean to. Oh my gosh. And this is not as ergonomic as a typical mouse. I'm struggling here to get it to work. I wish that like I could have used this more like a traditional. This joystick situation is not natural off the bat. So the Legion Go comes in at $699 starting price. Do I think that it's worth it? It's a weird kind of category because $699 for a gaming PC, very cheap. But $699 for a handheld gaming device, that's very expensive. Now you're getting a really high quality screen and a very large screen, and that's mostly what you're paying for with this. Some places that it falls short compared to the competition is a fully integrated experience. Honestly, the fact that I was downloading Steam or the Microsoft Store and I didn't know if my games were gonna really work perfectly, that's kind of a big con to me that I could spend all this money and maybe the controller is just super hard to map to my game, where if I bought a competitor, it would all just kind of work like a Nintendo Switch. Like, it's just gonna work. In the end, I feel like the perfect type of person who would want this gadget is someone who does not mind the extra weight, trading that for the larger, more incredible screen, and someone who wants this to be a full Windows 11, computer replacement in a way where you're not just looking for only a gaming device. If you just want it for gaming, then I might suggest something else, something that's a little sleeker, a little smaller, a little bit more compact and less heavy. All in all, though, I like the Legion Go. I think that it's a very nice gaming computer. There we go. So
Excellent.
I've still been playing with it after the fact, and I will say the controller mapping is by far the biggest headache. I saw in the chat some people asking, will it run Cyberpunk 2077? It will, not at high settings, but I have this issue. One of the first menus of Cyberpunk 2077 requires you to hit the space bar to get past the menu. And there's no space bar on this. And so it's just super frustrating that you're like, I wish I could hit the A button just to get past this menu, but I can't.
Well, then on the tablet, how do you, if you're using it as Windows 10, that's when there's the space bar.
Right, and I can go into the menu and bring up a keyboard and hit the space bar.
I see. Okay.
And on screen. But that gets difficult when I'm in a full screen game, right? If I'm in a web application, that's easy for me to bring up the keyboard. But if I'm in a full screen game, it's not nearly as easy to bring that up because I don't even have the taskbar at the bottom. I saw some questions about if you could hook this up via HDMI. It does not have a dedicated HDMI port, but these USB-C ports can be used to extend the display if you want to plug it into TV. Online, the reviews have been pretty down on this product, mostly talking about the weight and how it's not quite as compatible as you want it to be. For most people who are wanting something like this, they're looking at something like a Switch or a Steam Deck and thinking that this is going to be very similar. But both Switch and Steam Deck have put a lot of time into their controller mapping and to make sure that games that you run on those will work with the controllers. And that, I feel like not a single thought has been put towards mapping these controllers into games. And part of that is that the pro is that I can play any game from anywhere. I can play it from Steam, I can play it from Microsoft, I can play it from Good Old Games, I can play it from the Epic Store. But the con is that it doesn't have native controller support, so I have to go in there and manually set the buttons to what they should be and exactly how I want the controllers to work with that game. Steam has a great interface for that, but it's a hurdle. And if someone just wants to pick this up and start playing a game, that's not what's going to happen. You're going to have to need to get into menus and really make sure that it's compatible and things like that. Anyway, that's all of my thoughts about the Legion Go.
At some point, they could upgrade the software, though, right?
Yes, and that's definitely what I want, especially this gaming overlay that I kind of showed before. It's buggy. It's not a great experience. Let me just show you a quick kind of example of that once it wakes up. I will say, this takes a while to turn on. Either that or I just have not figured out the magical sequence of things I gotta hit to get it to turn on. I have found that to be a bit frustrating. Turn on, I swear. There we go. Here, it's turning on here. At least, I hope it is. We can do it. We can do it. Legion Go. We got this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Maybe we don't got this. I'm starting to think we don't got this. Legion Go. Okay, well, we'll come back to that.
Okay. Very
As you can see, it's been a little bit of a frustrating experience using the Legion Go. I'm still not like writing it off as like there isn't a place for this, but it has not been a perfectly smooth experience using it like some of the other handheld gaming options that I've played with. So you go.
Okay.
The Legion Go.
Go. Can you play Tetris on it? That's the only game I know.
You can. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, back to me with another gadget right here.
I'm at Trend Alert Discotheque. So there is the Disco Party water resistant.
This is
Just
Five
water
Below.
resistant shower speaker. Or we have the waterproof floating sprinkler light. We have the global color changing light. The music bowl speaker. The Disco Technicolor light, or do we want the Disco LED fountain?
They really leaned into disco.
I think we have a winner.
Yes.
Disco mirror LED fountain. So the waterfall fountain will give me a touch of disco here at Disneyland.
Wow.
Or maybe it can add a touch more disco here at Disneyland. You can't say we don't have fun here. All right. Okay. You think this is going to be overpowered by what I have already? All right, room to room. I think it was $5.55. Is it on the box? I think it was.
Yeah, it is $5.55. I saw it on
All right, so
in the video.
it does say you'll need batteries, but I'm willing to bet you're going to need water too. Oh, I think it says it comes with authentic river rocks. It does have rocks. That's great.
What poor river is missing its rocks?
Yeah.
Foam is broken.
Who did they
That's not a
send
good
out to
sign.
get rocks to put them in those little boxes?
How tiny is how tiny is my waterfall?
Oh, God.
It's a waterfall for ants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is very funny. There's room for 5 LED. No, I guess that's where the waterfall is. There's one LED light. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, I like that the battery compartment has a little hinge on it. That is nice, because I've lost more battery compartments. All right. Okay. Lock it. You know, you just pour the water in. I'm assuming that you just, hope I don't ruin this, but the water has to run through these holes.
That's where the batteries go.
So,
Yeah. No, I
You
figured
will
since the holes are
see
there
if
with
that's
for
enough
the water.
water.
to drain
Ladies and
into.
gentlemen, get ready for the prancing liquids. Oh my God.
Oh.
Is anything happening?
Drip, drip, drip.
Not much, but
It looks like it's spraying a leak.
Does look good?
Not quite a
it's not
waterfall.
dancing.
Well, it's not going to dance,
Oh.
but is it?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
there's
wait a
some-
minute.
wait.
One miserable stream.
It's just a drip.
Not
I
according
see.
to the
I think I
box
see
copy.
5
Is it
spigots
getting
up there.
better?
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
All right, there's water in it and rocks in it. Got the photo. And ta-da!
Ah!
Is it terrible?
Yeah, a little better.
Didn't do that.
Well, you know,
The water would be calming
I guess-
without the sound of the
yeah,
motor
kinda
going.
rips
Make
me.
you go to the
Yeah.
bathroom.
It is probably the cheapest humidifier you can get for the winter. And, well, you know what? $5.55. As we always say, the kids will love it. That's it. Room
It'd
to
be nice
room.
on a bar or something like that. You
Yeah,
know?
oh yeah, on your bar.
Yeah.
That would be very cute.
I could see a office, like
Yeah.
an office desk, if you just wanted a little water feature.
Yeah. No, it turned out to be certainly worth $5.55.
Yeah. But there's no plug. There's no way to.
No.
Yeah.
You know, you could get one of those little battery things that.
Five Below needs to sell that. That's what they.
Yes, they should.
For $5, sell the double A and triple A
$5.55
thing.
Sell that kit so
Yeah.
that you could plug this into the wall and just let it run until you need to add more water to it.
It's the perfect upsell. You want to be
Yeah.
able to plug this thing forever? Here's another $5.
Yeah. No,
Now,
I
honestly,
think it's.
They don't do a bad job of showing the scale with the hand. It's about 2 hands big.
Yeah. And the fact is, it got to be a pump in there, all
Yeah.
for $5.55 is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Will it make you need to use the bathroom after listening to it?
Well, Dennis said I have to stop filming, so it will. Yes.
Gotta run. That's funny. That's great. Disco. Man, I can't believe how many disco things there were in there.
I know.
That's crazy. It's disco fever over at Five Below.
Yeah. And discotheque is a clever way for the display.
True, honestly.
Yeah.
Tech. I don't know how many teenagers though nowadays will know that a discotheque it
Was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That may go right over people's heads.
Yeah, probably. But not our audience.
Nope, not us.
Not us.
Okie dokie, that's pretty cool. Well, with that, let's move on to
Chad.
No, you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. This one we're gonna do live. And
tell the theme again.
it is gadgets that look like they shouldn't work, is what the theme is. Here's the gadget. It's actually even still in its packaging from Amazon, just a few bags. Any idea what this thing?
You know, I suspect I know
You think you do?
what it does. It pump and work.
Yes. And this is part of the process. So yeah, you may know what this is then. So the idea behind this is that it is a whisk, basically. And so I got some eggs here, and we can make some scrambled eggs. But as you can see, this thing is like not what you would expect a whisk to look like. That is strong. It doesn't like, ouch, that hurts. You know, typically a whisk has has nice soft ridges. You know, I don't know. You can whisk stuff up. This looks more like a weapon, in my opinion, than any type of thing I would be using to mix up eggs. You can imagine, not so great. So that was my inspiration of this thing just looks like it shouldn't work. Here's its method of working, and this is the first time I'm doing it, is you should be able to put this at the bottom of a bowl and then push down on the handle, and the spinning part will spin. So as I push down on this side, let's see if I can get it. Well, there we go. So you can see that this will spin around. So the thought, is that at the bottom of this, instead of mixing, I just like that. You can kind of get a better. is that is what we're going to try to pull off. So, honestly, I think this might be the better angle to show it off. Welcome to Chad's Kitchen, the cooking show on the Giz Wiz. Where did I used to have a trash can right here, and now I don't. Well, I'm going to have to figure out a solution for the
Put them in your water container.
eggshells. I'm going to set up a little, move the Legion Go over there. Okay, the eggshells are going to go right there. Try not to get salmonella on anything. So we're going to crack this egg. Let's try 2 eggs. I think that'll be a good example.
Okay.
So there we go. We got our 2 eggs in there. Oh no, I broke one of the yolks already. Not a fair fight. What is going to be the best way to show this off? Maybe this is it. Anyway, y'all get the idea of how the action works, so y'all don't need to
Yeah, that's good.
see it exactly. So let's try it. All right. It's kind of working. Let's go crazy. It's kind of working.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Trying to scramble some eggs. At the bottom of this bowl, in the middle, it works a lot better than on the sides, and I think that's because it's scraping up. There's almost like a knob on the end of this. You can kind of see that knob.
Oh, yeah.
And that is really where it wants to kind of pivot around. So once I start getting to the sort of the concaves of this bowl, it really rubs up against the bowl. But if I can keep it on the flat portion of it, then it makes this mixing a lot better.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
I also feel like this is about the minimum amount that I can have in here because there is a bit of a gap between the bottom and where the mixing wires are. So 2 eggs in this bowl is like minimum. If I had more eggs, it would actually be easier to do it. So yeah, here's the question. Is that easier than just using a fork to mix?
Yeah. I'm going to say no. Not unless you have a family and you do this a lot.
Or maybe you have a reason that this motion is so much easier than...
Oh, maybe.
Maybe you have
yeah.
a wrist injury or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You know, maybe this would be the option for you. I think that I'm a little bit hesitant to really recommend it because also my thought is the next step is we're going to throw this into a washing machine and there's like a spring and mechanisms in that handle that are going to get wet, I assume. Kind of makes me feel like it might deteriorate just a bit.
Oh, there's a gasket. Does it say dishwasher safe?
Let's double check that here.
Wow, it's only $7.
I know that is true. The price is very inexpensive.
And stainless is good.
I had to move all the ingredients before I could get to my keyboard. Let's search for dishwasher. Is dishwasher safe? Yes, it is. It is.
Oh.
So that's great. So we're going to see if they suggested any other things to mix. Oh, it doesn't look like they do. Other than eggs. Like, is there another thing that might make... they have eggs and more eggs. Yeah. Meat filling. Cream. Oh, if you wanted to make whipped cream, I wonder
whipped
if
cream. That would be good actually. If you could make whipped cream.
maybe I could. This is the mechanism to churn butter. It looks like I'm churning butter over here.
Well, if you can get butter out of the eggs, I would be impressed.
I think I would. I would be an alchemist, not a chef. So there you go. That is.
Okay.
I thought that maybe I was stretching on this one, but it looks like it shouldn't be something that could beat eggs.
I would say it works.
But yeah, I think it works.
It's a good stocking stuffer for a chef.
Yes. Yes.
For $7, it looks good.
Yeah. So the stainless steel whisk, push activated whisk. There you go, inexpensive. Is this my last week, or is next week my last week?
Next week's the last
Next
week.
week will be the last of gadgets that look like they shouldn't work. So that's a ton of fun. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Okay, our video is from OMG Mom. And she said, we thought of you a lot when we went to the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Lots of old train engines to look at. But best of all, our tour included a ride out to the engine turntable, one of the best gadgets we have ever seen.
Wow.
And she said we could run the video as I read her email.
It's a little
here.
turntable, I'm assuming. Little engine turntable.
It's a big turntable.
A little bit bigger? Okay, let's see this. Bigger.
Here's
Wow! So it
the
turns the
turntable
engine.
Is 80 tons. And the engine that they are driving up onto it is 120 tons. And she said originally, I guess this is what the speech the woman there is giving. Originally 4 men would manually turn an engine around by pushing on the turntable.
No
Now
way.
it's engine driven, and the turntable was needed because steam engines could not go backwards. Well, that's actually not true. Steam engines could go backwards, but it was way easier.
Here, you're cutting out just a bit. Re-say what you just said.
I was saying steam engines could back up, but it was way easier to turn a steam engine on a turntable than to try and use track. It would take forever to turn the engine around. She said that there are a few workshops that can repair steam engines. This museum has a couple. They also have the ability to build replacement parts as parts are no longer available. She said in the attached picture, you'll see the pit underneath the engine that allows the repairmen to work on the engine. So let's see,
That's crazy. Here, I can try to get that photo.
Oh, you may not know this. She adds, Chad's grandfather and grandmother met while working for the railroad. Chad's grandfather was a depot agent at several locations in Texas, and Chad's grandmother was a telegraph operator.
Oh.
Chad's other grandfather worked in the train yard before he graduated college.
I did know that the trains and stuff have been in my history, but honestly, I didn't know how or where. That's crazy.
Yeah. And now do you have the photo that was in that email?
I do. So here's the photo of that. So what are we looking at here?
Oh, you know what? I don't think you can see this photo. I think.
Oh, down there?
Yes, exactly. I think, yes, that's all. You can walk under an engine.
Oh. This is like when you go to get your oil changed in a car.
Exactly. Exactly. Instead of jacking the engine up, it's easier to drive it onto a track that is hollow underneath and has a set of stairs at each end so that the workman can go down and be under the engine.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, there's a beautiful steam engine in the background, too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Man, amazing.
And the museum is trail.com, tvrail.com. Oh, Tennessee Valley. Okay, I thought it would have been television rail. Oh, wow.
That is very cool. Chattanooga.
Yeah.
You may need to book a trip to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Check this place out. That is
So are
very
they on? They're on a long-term RV trip, right?
They just finished a weekish ago. Yeah, they were on a huge. I mean, basically all through the whole half of the U.S. They hit.
Wow.
I forget the exact amount of states, but yeah, they did a very long RV trip where. Over many weeks, and every like 3 days they would change to a new place, a new RV spot. And
Oh, that's great.
My
That's
mother's hobby is to plan vacations. And so she loves to read about places, find destinations to go to, learn what are the best camping spots inside of a park, that sort of thing. And so,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And
so
hopefully your father likes that.
and my father likes to tag along. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, she said, signed your fans, Selena and Dane Johnson.
Yeah. And my dad does a lot of the hard work of driving a lot, setting up the RV and things like that. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. This is great. Thank you, Mom, for sending that over.
Selena, I'll send you the current issue of Mad Magazine. And thank you for the video. That was great.
That turntable just gets you thinking, like, what happens when that breaks beyond repair?
Well, she said they make parts.
I guess they make parts.
There
so it
are
won't
no
break
parts
like that. But,
there are no parts.
Gosh, it seems so one of a kind.
Yeah.
Holy moly. I hope it's a simple mechanism so that they can fix it.
Well, I went to a train museum where they had a turntable like that, and I think the engine had given up, and they had a little tractor with a chain connected, and the tractor drove around it, and they could move the turntable with the tractor. And I guess the last foot of the last where the tractor couldn't go, where the tracks connect back to the roundhouse, they would have to push it by hand. But it's great that people still keep old railroading stuff running.
Yeah, definitely. I like how they were doing a tractor, and then Mom was saying you just use 4 people to push it.
Yeah, that's got to be 4 really macho muscle men.
Or you got to be able to get that train on the most perfectly centered point where like it's not that big of a, how do they, this seems crazy. Awesome. Okay, well with that, thank you, Mom, once again. With that, let's move on to the letter. Oh, wait, actually, sorry. Hit the brakes.
You want to make video.
Exactly.
Anything to do with a gadget of any kind, just make sure it's horizontal format. And anything to do with a video. We love videos of old technology. If you have a computer down in the basement that cost you a bundle and now is worthless, doesn't matter. Make a video or something brand new, anything. 1 to 3 minutes, put it up on YouTube. There's a menu, a drop-down menu. Click on listed. That way only people with the URL will be able to see it. And send us the URL. Email it to us. mail@gizwiz.tv. mail@gizwiz.tv. And I think we're running out of videos again. So get us a new video in the next 10 days. Make it 8 days so we can see it. Okay.
Record something at Thanksgiving. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Thanksgiving gadget.
Yeah, exactly. With that, let's move on to the letter. Oh, it's so quiet, the letter. I'll bring that back up.
Our email is from Mo, who finds this is one of the most bizarre things I have ever seen. And here is Mo's video from the company.
Okay. Oh, wait. I may not have Mo's video.
Wait,
One
the
second.
same train yard?
Yeah, exactly. Mo went there too. Let me grab it.
Okay.
I'll have to edit this out. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
not sure why I missed that. There we are. No. Is it the weather pod?
It's called UTW pods.
Okay.
The
I don't
walk
see a
pod.
video. But I have another place to look. Yeah, I don't see Mo's video.
Okay. Do you see his email?
Let me double check that.
The subject line is, "Would you wear these?"
There we are. Perfect. Huh, I don't see his video.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because I printed his letter out and the link is there, and I watched the video. You know what? Just maybe you can go to their website, UTW.
Yeah, I have that. Here, yeah, let's check that out. Here's wait a second. Sorry, we're gonna have to edit all this out. Why is that link not working now? UTWpods.com. Oh my god! Now UTW it redirects to a new website now. Anyway, shopweatherpod.com. Anyway, okay. Edit
And
point.
then we're looking for Walking Pod Pro.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I got that.
Oh, okay.
Here, before we go back into the show, this is what I see for that.
Oh, okay. No, this is, we did that.
Yeah.
With Mo. Yeah. Now, up at the top is there's at the top of that page, it looks like there are a bunch of other products they make. Shop pod. No.
Okay.
Pod. Keep going. Oh my God.
So here's Mo's email that I see here. Let me go find it before I show
Yeah.
it.
Because I watched the video.
Where'd it go?
Oh, you know
it's
what?
left me.
You know what? Maybe I sent you the wrong video. Hang on a second. Would you wear these, Mo? Yeah, it's the same website, UTW Pods, Walking Pro. Well, let me play this. Oh, you know what? This is bizarre. Because
I have a suspicion here. 1 second.
it is bizarre because now I'm seeing that same thing that you're seeing, but he must have.
It's the Mandela effect.
I'm looking for the headline. Would you wear these? You know what? Just look up backwards sneakers.
Okay, backward.
See if that brings it up.
I see them. Now that I see that, let me see if I can Google this letter combination.
Okay.
Cut that. And then see that. Dang, I don't see it. Huh.
I don't know how.
Yeah, it's like disappeared.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. They're from the same company, but
Yeah, here, let me see if I can get.
I can't imagine what I watched from Mo. That
Did he have the sneakers in the video?
it was from the company,
Oh.
and it was a video.
Huh. Well, I have. Oh, how did I lose those?
Oh, where did they go? Damn. Let me try Mo again.
Okay. That's so funny. I know the company, I know the product. I'm looking for the product on their website because
Should we just show the picture? It's weird, right?
the thing is their website. So this company makes many of these type of products.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to find. Okay, got it. And they don't use like easy to follow. Here we go. Finally. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's not it.
No? Okay.
They let's try. Yeah, I know. Everyone in chat is like, we have to know now. This is too amazing. Here's their website, just to help y'all like understand why we're having problems. Is their website?
I don't even see them on. Go back to the top with the.
They're called here. Let me see if I can find the. They're called the B. Something BWD. If they had a normal name, I'd be able to look them up. They're the BWDs. BWD. And that's not showing up on. Okay, well.
What should we do?
So here's the shoe that you're talking about. So these are the Mischief backwards shoes.
Yes. Oh, if you click on visit, does it take you anywhere?
No. So there's lots of people writing articles
Yeah.
about them, but they're not, like this is some other website.
Oh, okay.
But we could talk about that. We could talk about this just like this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
do
edit point. Or do we want to start? Let me think.
Because I think I said video, so I'm just going to say Mo finds.
Here, let's act as if the letter just ended.
Yeah. Okay.
And just take it from the top.
Okay. So Mo, who sends us a lot of emails featuring bizarre gadgets, has found something else asking, would we wear these? And I think I can speak for both of us. Sight unseen for you. These sneakers.
Okay. Well, right off the bat, they don't look that crazy. I mean, this just looks like a normal sneaker. Like you put your foot in there and then over there. But as we scroll down, you start to realize
they're backward sneakers. You can put them on forward. Why?
You have an area for your foot, but your foot goes in on the other side.
What?
Look, that's oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but he is a famous celebrity. Look, and he's wearing them courtside.
But what is it? What do you gain?
He's getting them shoe shine.
Yeah. Oh, you go. Oh, you know what? I need a size 10 facing forward, and I need size 10.5 facing backwards.
I need a 10 wide forward and a 10 wide normal backward. So
Marchon has a great use for these. It's for people who don't know if they're coming or going.
there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
So
That's the thing. You can sell them that as a slogan. Hey, don't know if you're coming or going? Our new backward sneakers. Put them on forward, walk. Put them on backward, walk.
for those who are indecisive, the backward sneaker. So this is a company that is actually kind of known for making these super weird products. It's called Mischief, and they offer products in a cycle that, unlike other plate. So this has become a very, I don't know where to start. I'm so sorry.
It sounds like you buy a lot of stuff there.
No, I've never. There's been a few things that I wanted to buy from them, but I haven't. Mischief is similar to other very trendy brands where all they do is they do drops. So they will not have a product that is a consistent product.
Oh, you mean like they'll make 1,000 of them?
They'll make 1,000 of them, and they put them online, and when they sell out, they're done. And it's kind of...
Well, didn't they make the walking pod that Mo had sent us?
No.
It was like...
So that was
no?
just a random happenstance.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just random. But their website has all sorts of products, and some of them are just so strange. Like this one is blurred yin. And that's what you buy. This, when it comes to you, it looks like it's been blurred, but this is a physical product that exists. So if I just search blur yin and you look at images, this is they did it with
bizarre.
See, it's blurred money. That's what you're buying. That's the whole point. That was back to Design Boom. Mischief is known for doing these just super weird things. These boots, the big red boot.
Big boots, they caught on. $350.
Yep. This is Mischief as well. And then
they got a lot of traction, those boots.
but they don't stay to one product. They're not a shoe company, right?
Right. Oh,
they did this,
I
the big
see.
Fruit Loop. They sold a big Fruit Loop. Just a giant Fruit Loop. That's what it is.
God.
It's almost like a it's almost like an experimental brand. Like sometimes things are obvious, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're like smells like WD-40 cologne. This one's sold out. You can buy WD-40, the cologne. Like they live in this space of like almost like pop art where they'll take a known thing and kind of put a weird spin on it, or it's like almost Andy Warhol-esque, but they're always products you can buy. And some of them are high fashion, kind of like that shoe or the big red boot.
Yeah, there was no price on that shoe, right?
Right. And that one, I couldn't find that one on their website, which makes me think that they made it, but it was a different type of drop. It was a different type of way to get it. So that's kind of where this company exists. And some of their products, I've seen some of them, and they just look so darn cool. And some are just like, what?
Like
What?
these, I cannot see a possible reason that
Like-
you want shoes you can put on from either side.
Like, I'm just going down to their product list and just clicking a random thing. The Kill Pill. What is the Kill Pill? Let's learn what the Kill Pill is. This is drop 57. patented formula, life accelerant. I don't know what they were selling. They were selling the kill pill.
Oh
That was
my
that
God.
one's drop. Let's click another one. The Only Bags. I don't know what Only Bags are. Only Bags, drop number 66. Oh, look, they got a whole bunch of bags. I don't understand this. This is just...
Boy, I don't either.
I want to buy a normal bag. Oh, I added it to my cart. There. I could buy the IKEA bag. Look at that. This is the IKEA bag for 40 bucks. I gotta add that one into my cart. You can see that it's a whole experience. It's a whole thing. It's like, I don't even know, am I even getting a bag? Am I getting just a 3D render of a bag? I have no idea. Honestly, I can't follow what this drop
Well, for
was.
$40, I don't think you want to.
Right. The free movie. This looks like one of the more recent drops. Whoa. Okay. Watch the finished movie. Hand-drawn crowd pictures, frame by frame recreation of the entire B movie. It's a weird, it's
a little too weird for me.
it's almost like there's been a few of these weird art projects, but it's such an interesting take of, it's almost always a product that you can buy. It's like a weird capitalism take on art, is that you're always trying to purchase the drop of whatever it is that they've decided to come up with.
Well, if they get a couple of rich collectors, they got it made. They'll just buy every piece of...
And you've heard of Supreme, the brand?
Yeah.
Supreme does the same type of thing, but with a clothing brand. They do drops, right? They'll drop a product at pop-up stores or at a specialty thing, and then they're just done. And so it doesn't even need to be high-end collectors. It's just kind of you and me collectors. Like, it costs, $150 to get the Mischief drop, and that's a lot of money, but it's not so much that I can't get it. And then, there's 1,000 or 2,000 of them out there, and, you're the cool one with that product or whatever it is. So yeah, it's an interesting.
All right.
You're like, I don't follow. So the backwards shoe, hard pass.
No.
You're not.
Yes, exactly. Me too.
That's great. Thanks, Mo, for sending that over. That's a great conversation starter. I want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you guys so much for your support.
Yes.
We are giving away gadgets over on Patreon right now. So if you become a patron, check for some of the more recent posts, and you can get your name on the list to get a gadget. Right now we're giving away a cell phone mount and the Steam clip, which we just did. I'm not sure if that post is live yet, but that's going to be the next gadgets that we're giving away. So please become a patron, patreon.com/GizWiz, or you can head on over to our website, gizwiz.tv. If you can only remember one website, gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and you'll be greeted with a big old banner to our Patreon page, or a tiny little link to our PayPal if you want to support us that way. However you support us, thank you so much for your support. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show, and starting tomorrow, the Giz Fizz live! Just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. That's for the Giz Wiz. And I encourage you, come on over to the website. The website will just be live when we are live. And head on over there, gizwiz.tv. While you're there, join the chat room. Chat along with everybody. They're a fantastic group of community, a fantastic community. So please join and chat along. Or you can see any of our past episodes there, gizwiz.tv. Also, visit Dickie D at gizwiz.biz. He writes articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you ever need more information about one of the gadgets that we talked about, like the creepy face bank, honestly, Dick, I don't know if I needed more information about this one. Could have probably skipped that. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is a game show that you get to participate in by guessing this gadget. This is the entire gadget, not just a piece or a part of it to throw you off. This is the entire gadget. I'm sorry to give this one away, but it is the my first shaving kit for babies.
Okay.
It's my first razor.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I hear these babies are just getting frustrated with the 5 o'clock shadow, and so if you need,
Well, babies only have a 1 o'clock shadow.
exactly. They have a newborn shadow. There you go. You can take that right away. If you think you know what this gadget is, get a guessing at gizwiz.biz. 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.
Okay. Chad's cooking dip.
Whisk.
Thanks, Stephen Toronto. A mixed up show.
Whisk away.
Push it, pull it, whisk it. Legion no-go. Discotheque, maybe disco.
Oh.
Disco.
Chad gets whisked away.
Whisked away. A really big shoe.
A really big shoe.
Julia Chad. We also got the train turntable
Right, yeah.
or the
Disco Dick. Julia Chad.
I can't remember the beginning of the show. The smartwatch.
Oh yeah.
The tables have turned. Disco Dick Tech. Disco
Dick.
Discotheque Dick? Dick's Discotheque.
I can live with disco tech.
Disco
2
Tech.
words.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Disco Tech. Oops. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. Disco Tech. Here we go in 3, 2. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1963, recorded Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. Disco Tech.
Do a photo.
I'm just going to put these shells in here now. In 3, 2, 1. Nice.
Okay. All right, chat room. I'll see you tomorrow night, 5:30 West, 8:30 East. Okay.
And the chat will be here, IRC.
Exactly. This same chat room you're in now was where we'll be. And gizwiz.tv is where the video will be.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Okay, very good. And you're going to give me...
Yeah, let me call you back.
Okay. And I'll tell you what I get
Can you
to send.
reboot now? Is that all good?
You know what? I went into Taskmaster and that thing was in there 3 times. So I stopped all of them.
Okay, that's very suspicious. Sounds like you got it, so good. Okay, good.
You want to try without? Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me run downstairs. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here on the show.